All right, how's it going, everybody? New biker DLC's out. Isn't that nice? Haven't you heard yet? Where have you been, slacker? Anyway, I wanted to get into some questions that I've been receiving on some of my videos. One of my videos mostly. Just about some of the different aspects of this update. So, the update is called the Bikers DLC, and it's free to download and blah blah blah. Um, First thing, there's a few things. One of the new things is you can get a clubhouse and start a motorcycle gang, which is a lot like the CEO um, update that happened about a month or 2 months ago. Same kind of concept, except this is kind of revolving around bikers and a motorcycle club. Once you purchase a clubhouse, you get this little computer back here, which is like basically a dark web or a deep web. Oh, and I got out of the chair instead of sitting in, instead of walking on. But the computer gives you access to businesses. And what are these businesses? Girl Scout cookies? No. Boy Scout cookies? No. They are basically illegal like businesses. So here's all the categories, but you have forgeries, so basically like fake documents and stuff. So if fake birth certificates, social security cards, that kind of stuff. I mean, this stuff's not real. It's just whatever in the game, but that's kind of what it is. You can buy them. They range from this one's 65k to 1.2 million. Then you have the weed farm, which I have one already, so I can't buy. You can only buy one of each business, so you can only have one weed farm, one forgeries. The other one is counterfeit cash, so you can make some of that green yo. A little meth lab, and a cocaine production area. And it shows you you can view the map and show where all these locations are and whatnot. So once you get that squared away, you have your little business set up and you can start producing your product. So right now I have the weed business and the cocaine business. That's what it is. My brain not works so well today. And this is just the clubhouse. You can do arm wrestling right here. You can do darts over here. You can, if you purchase a mod shop, you can use it in here. Otherwise, you just kind of have a little garage to store your vehicles. Before I forget, in order to get a clubhouse, what you're going to do is go on to the regular internet. You're going to see this advertisement. Or if you go into money and services, foreclosed, enter site. Then you can pick one. You can only have one clubhouse at a time. I originally had this one here, but it was stupid for me to have it because all of my businesses are up here. They're all within this little ocean area. So I moved over here. It cost me a bit of an arm and a leg, but it is what it is. So once you purchase the thing, you can buy it. You can change all these different styles. Some of them cost. The first one's free. Then they just kind of have different prices for things. And this is a lot like the CEO when you buy the office buildings. Then you can kind of change. So the A is going to be more of a dirty, grungier kind of a look. And then the B is going to be cleaned up a little bit. So you can kind of customize that and change it around how you want it. If you want the nice furniture but the shitty floor, if you like the neons, whatever. And it all is going to change the price and whatnot. So once you have that, you can choose your club emblem and then your thing. And then if you want a gun locker, which is probably pointless and it costs a pretty penny. And then the custom bike shop, you probably don't need this, but I have it. I think you get a bit of a discount when you're upgrading bikes. It's not a huge discount, but it's a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 here or there. So you would just check that and ta-da. Then you would purchase it and it would show up and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna purchase it because I already have this one here. And there are two styles of the clubhouse. from what I can tell. There's one, and I just don't have the money to do a tour of both styles. But one style is kind of like a flat single level, and then the other style is kind of like a loft level. If you look at when this picture up here in the corner changes, you can see there's a staircase and stuff. I'm pretty sure you just kind of automatically go up that, or your garage is downstairs or whatnot. Again, I'm not sure on the details of that. I don't have the money to kind of play around and check it out. But you can see the other ones that are single level have the style like mine. So if you buy a single level one, this is the kind of thing you get. Oh,
LJT telling you that the Coke factory is running out of Coke.
Oh.
Trip there for a supply run soon.
Okay. Alright, well, that's a good transition to the businesses. So I will see you over at the businesses if I can figure out how the fuck to get out of here. Here it is. So once you have a business, it shows up on your map here. So my cocaine production factory thing shows up as a little razor blade, and then my little weed production thing shows up as a little maple leaf. Yes, it's a maple leaf, if anybody asks. So I'm going to go over to the Coke factory, and we will go from there. Alright, so this is the cocaine lockup, and a lot of the questions, the main question that I got about this, and it's actually a question I had too, and I had to do a little experiment, is does this work while you're not in the game? So you're done playing for the night or the day or whatever, you turn off your system, go to bed, go to school, go to work, whatever. You have to be in a public online session in order for any of your businesses to keep doing whatever they're doing. So you can see these fine ladies here in their underwear are cutting and mixing some cocaine for me that I'm going to sell. And right now my current value, you can see in the bottom right hand corner, that pallet there is worth about 40 grand. And it shows you how much product you have and then how much supplies you have left. What I've noticed so far with the weed and the cocaine, if you remember back to that list that I showed earlier of the different businesses, I believe the way that the mechanic works for it is the higher end stuff is going to take longer to produce, but you're going to get a better profit. Because right now my weed farm is at that first nick right there as well, and I was only at $22,500, so $22,500 is what I have. Where it says products, it was the same thing on the bottom. Okay, yeah, you figured that out. So when your supply runs low, you have to get some more, and as far as I'm aware, you can purchase or steal. Both the weed and this is 75 grand. So each time you want to buy that, it's 75 grand. Or you can steal it, which is free, and blah, blah, blah. The next thing you can do is buy upgrades. So you can get a little better equipment upgrade, which would produce your stuff quickly, give you a better profit because you'll be making it quicker. You can upgrade the staff. This will also improve the production, or you can upgrade your security system. Apparently, the NPCs, cops or enemies can come and attack your area, your business, and I'm sure steal or destroy some of the product. And then down here, you can shut down your business. And when you're ready to sell, you just go down here and you click sell stock, and it tells you how much you can, if you want to sell. 40, 60, so it depends. If you go down to Los Santos, it's going to be a little more, or if you sell it close to your area or in Blaine County, it's going to be a little less. Different demographics in the different places. So I'm going to let these ladies continue what they're doing. I'm going to run over to the weed farm and show you that really quick. Alright, I've made it to my marijuana farm. One other thing is, I believe the way it works is the more expensive property you buy for your business, the larger the business is, so you're gonna make more profit, because you just have a larger area to work with. I just went for the cheapest. Both of these are the cheapest areas. So right, as you can see on the bottom there, the value in the product and the supplies, you go through a lot more of the cocaine supplies than you do the weed supplies, and I'm sure it works, you know, in varying degrees depending on what business you're running. So the cheapest business is gonna use the least amount of product, but you're gonna get the least amount of value. So it's not gonna use a lot of product, it's not gonna take a lot to produce, but your profits are gonna be less. Whereas like the cocaine, which is the most expensive thing to sell, it's going to use a lot of product, it's going to use a lot of time, but you're going to get a larger reward. You can see I'm only at 31.5, whereas I was just at the cocaine factory, and that was already at 40 grand. So I'm waiting for both of these to get to their peak and see what they sell for. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah, you can see here I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pallets to fill. Whereas the cocaine farm, I only had 2 pallets to fill. So that's kind of it. I hope I covered everything. I hope that was easy to understand. And oh, the employees. You don't need to pay the employees. So what you do is you buy your business. You have to get the supplies to start it up. So I had to go for like the weed farm. I had to go down to Los Santos and pick up a van that had the supplies in it. The supplies didn't cost me anything. The labor, the people who you see working, it says it's going to hire some staff. They don't cost anything in the sense of like how your assistant costs you $300 a day for the CEO for the office building. As far as I can tell, these guys don't cost anything. They're just kind of like NPCs to give it a little more feel and realism to the game. Other than that, yeah, your cost would be if you choose to buy supplies or if you choose to steal your supplies. So I think that's gonna do it for me for now for this video. I do appreciate, I did one run with this already, and it was 3,100 bucks. But again, you know, if you wanted to resupply, you can steal it or whatever. And depending on how low your supply is, it's gonna adjust the price. I know I said it was 75 for each, but that's when they're both out. So, you know, take that into account as well. I hope that it kind of answered everything. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment box below. Okay, that's it. Bye.